Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about why you should journal and the benefits of 3 different ways of journaling. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first way of journaling that I'm going to be talking about is generally journaling about your day, what has happened, what made you feel good, what made you feel bad. Just generally putting what has happened through your day onto paper. This is the most common way of journaling. Most people generally do it when they are down, stressed, or having some kind of negative emotions. However, I believe if you're going to do it, you should do this one every day, even if it's just for 10-15 minutes, because this form of journaling can help you spot patterns in bad habits and good habits as well, and it can just help you improve how you go about your daily life and the things that you can adjust to make them more positive. It's also known as a good stress relief tool, which means that overall it can improve your actual health, because stress is known to cause a lot of side effects such as high blood pressure, and it's just generally not good for you. So if you're able to reduce that by taking 10 to 15 minutes out of your day just before bed or first thing in the morning, it can really help improve your mood and how you go about dealing with those situations when they arise. I have also found that through doing this type of journaling, I have been able to rationalize and prioritize my fears and negative thoughts and actually get rid of them or deal with them in a better way, because I've actually put it onto paper. So I've taken it from my mind and kind of understood it a bit more. I've been able to actually analyze the way I'm feeling and why I'm feeling that way, and generally through the journaling you end up answering your own questions or removing those fears, because you've actually been able to rationalize it a bit better, so that you're not making it a bigger deal than it actually is. This won't work for everything, but generally a lot of the time we make things worse in our head, as soon as you're putting it on paper, or if you were to even speak to someone, you find that you are able to see it in a different way. Obviously, if you're speaking to someone, you'll get their point of view, but sometimes that's not possible, especially at the moment with COVID. You can't just go out and see your friends and family. So journaling is another alternative that helps you to look at it differently, because sometimes writing it and then rereading it can help you see it in a different way and realise it's not as bad as it was, or it's not something to actually be stressed or fearing. A good way of documenting your life as well. It can help you to see the good and the bad, and especially if you're going through a bad period, you can look back at all the good and remind yourself of that good things do happen to you, because sometimes we can go down a bit of a downward spiral and think that nothing good ever happens to us, but actually there's a lot of good that happens, and it can make you more grateful for what you do have. I found this way of journaling overall to be most helpful in keeping me positive and generally happy and in a better mood when I was doing it every day, regardless of whether I was feeling down, happy, or even if I didn't have a lot to write about. It's just the fact that you're actually dealing with your thoughts, putting them on paper, so you kind of organising them, you collect your thoughts better, you're clearing your mind, you have almost a better sense of how you feel, because you have put it somewhere rather than just keeping it in your head. And sometimes that can just make the biggest difference, especially when you're down, but also when you're happy, you're able to see what actually made you happy, because some people may find that they're happy but they don't know why, or the other way around, they're sad but they don't know why. Sometimes just writing it can really make the difference, because you can see the habits or the things you have done in that day that have made you happy or sad, or the people that may be affecting your moods as well. It's a great way to kind of review your daily life and then use it to make changes to improve you and your day in general. The next way of journaling that I find really helpful for understanding my subconscious is journaling whatever comes to mind. So when you sit down and get your pen and paper out, you don't have a specific thing you're thinking of writing about. You're not writing about your day, you are just kind of letting the thoughts come to you and simply writing whatever comes to mind. This generally is the things that are on your mind that are bothering you or are making you happy, sad, feel any kind of emotion that you haven't actually addressed and are generally coming from your subconscious mind. And by doing this, you're able to understand them, actually work through those thoughts and feelings, and this can make a really big difference to how you actually view yourself and the thoughts that go through your head. Some people find that they think they're positive in like the thoughts that they have and stuff, but actually they are constantly battling their subconscious with all the negative that the subconscious brings. If you find that you're someone who generally believes that they can get things done, but then have that voice in the back of their head telling them that they can't do it or that they're not good enough, that is generally your subconscious coming through, and you are able to kind of figure out ways of dealing with that through writing about the thoughts that you're having. So it's also a good way to then create affirmations. Affirmations are simply words that you say to yourself to counteract the negative thoughts, and also can be used to help you achieve your goals and dreams in life. This way of journaling could be seen as a form of meditation, as you are simply being quiet. You don't want to be around anyone when you're doing this one. You do want to be in complete silence and on your own, and just simply being with your thoughts there and then and addressing them, just writing what comes to mind. You can always review it afterwards. You could literally take 5 minutes, write everything that you're thinking, and then actually go back and like analyze it to see why you're feeling that way, how it's actually impacted you, where it's come from. Sometimes these subconscious feelings could be from years ago and you still haven't dealt with it. It can be suppressed emotions which you still need to deal with, and this can really make a big change to your life. I found this one the most insightful. I didn't realise how negative I was towards myself, but since doing the changes and taking action to improve that, I have become more myself in terms of I'm generally happier, my self-esteem is better, and it was simple things I could have done ages ago but didn't realise I could do. I didn't realise how simple it was, and it's just little things that you can take 20 minutes out of your day to actively improve this each and every day, and before you know it, you don't remember being the way you were before. So the overall benefits of journaling about your thoughts is it improves your mood, clears your mind, helps you to improve the positive thoughts your subconscious is giving you and feeding you every day, because regardless of what you're doing, those thoughts are always there and will creep up on you when you don't expect it. It'll help you to actually realise when they are happening as well. You'll be more aware of the subconscious thoughts you have, and in general it will improve your mood. The last form of journaling I'm going to be talking about today is scripting. This is more based around the law of attraction. However, you don't have to believe in the law of attraction to script. Scripting is simply a way of creating the story and building your dreams and goals into a reality. You are putting your thoughts, feelings, and how you would like your senses around a goal or a dream that you would be feeling if that came true. For example, if you're someone who has the dream or goal of knowing what financial freedom it feels like and being financially free, then you may write about what it's like to live financially free, the feelings you have, the thoughts you have, what you see, who's around you, what you can smell, what you can hear, all the things that would put that goal into context. And it's a way of you visualizing and almost bringing it to life as if it's already happened. It's a great way for you to fully understand the goals and dreams that you have, and then you are able to create goals and take action to achieve that, because you have put it into a better context for your mind to understand, and you are able to then break that down into more actionable tasks. This form of journaling may be the one that you find the hardest to get into. You have to be completely open with yourself and being vulnerable to writing it down, because putting it onto paper can be difficult for people. It's just as difficult as actually talking to someone. But once you start doing it, you'll find that it gets easier and easier with time, and you'll find that you'll get more and more from it, which is why it's something that you should do every day, because the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get with it, and the more you'll actually discover, and that way it'll help you improve yourself quicker and generally have a better state of mind. This way of journaling isn't something that most people would do every day. I don't do this one every day. However, I do find that I like to redo the same goals and dreams over and over, because the more you do it, the more detail you end up adding to it, and the more detail you add to it, the more you see it as real. We all know that our minds believe what it feels, and so it's like one of those, it's like you can fake it until you make it. And yeah, I just think it's something that is really good for boosting your mood as well, especially if you're down and you're feeling like what you have at the moment isn't enough. It can actually then make you more grateful for what you already have, because the things you have around you can help you get to where you want to be, but also you are boosting like the serotonin levels and stuff in your mind, because you're thinking about what is going to happen and what you would like to happen, and your mind can't tell the difference between what is real and what is just imaginary. So your mind will already believe it's happened anyway, which is really good, because you're more likely to take actions and opportunities in a different way, because that will be in the back of your mind as if it has already happened. So the 3 ways of journaling that we have covered today are journaling about your day, journaling about any thoughts, and scripting. All 3 of these together can be a really powerful tool. They can definitely improve your overall mindset, the mood that you are in, and generally just give you a bit of a boost. They can help reduce your stress levels and like health in general, and I have found that it has helped me to be a much calmer and understanding to situations that I thought affected me but didn't really affect me, and I'm just generally happier for doing these. As I said, these 3 altogether are actually really good done every day. The scripted one doesn't have to be done every day, but the more you do it, the more you're boosting and feeling those emotions connected to your dreams and goals. If you're someone who already journals, let me know what you do in the comments below and how you find it makes you feel. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you have a really good day and that you found these tips helpful.